Did the famous French general Napoleon lose a battle with bunnies? Napoleon was revered as a very brilliant military tactician and a highly influential statesperson. He established himself as a new French Republic's rising star by masterminding a bunch of important military victories, which included the resistance breaking siege of Toulon and in 1785 the defeat of 20,000 royalists in Paris. He won multiple battles in Italy and Egypt. In 1799, he seized power of France and became the first consul and eventually became the Emperor of France in 1804. His rise to power eventually saw his demise with his defeat at Waterloo and his eventual abdication in June of 1815. The rest of his life was spent in exile on the remote island of St. Helena, which is 1,200 miles from the nearest landmass. That sucks. The craziest defeat he had was by the hopping of about 3,000 bunnies. In 1807, Napoleon signed the Treaties of Tilsit, which ended the war between the French Empire and Imperial Russia. Of course, he wanted to celebrate his feat, so he proposed a rabbit hunt and asked his chief of state, Alexandre Berthier, to arrange a luncheon. He arranged a luncheon at a luxury estate and had a high level of military personnel attending. Alexander's men caged thousands of bunnies at the edge of a huge grassy field. Napoleon and his men, ready for the hunt, ordered the release of these bunnies, but the bunnies didn't run away in fright. Instead, the bunnies rushed Napoleon and his men. At first, they thought it was funny, but their concern grew as they got closer. The rabbits swarmed the emperor's legs and climbed his jacket. They tried to shoot and fend them off, to no avail. They eventually fled in their carriages, but Napoleon was embarrassed and defeated by bunnies. Turns out Alexander, rather than trapping wild bunnies, had his men buy tame rabbits. So the rabbits saw Napoleon and his men as their caregivers, bringing out their day's food. Crazy. Like and follow for more.